They're here. Heinz Invaders. Spaghetti space-shaped in tomato sauce. Heinz Invaders, a force to be reckoned with.
MX, a great range of tires from Michelin. Tires that combine even better cornering with even better braking in the wet and the long, long life you expect from Michelin. Even we've never gone so far to create better tires. MX, even better tires from Michelin.
Silkiums,
A shampoo
a conditioner.
that know how to bring out the full natural beauty of your hair.
Silkium self-adjusting shampoo. Cleans hard where your hair is oily.
But gentle where it's dry,
And Silkium self-adjusting conditioner.
which goes only where your hair needs it.
What you don't need, rinses clean away.
Trust Silkians.
To know about Sue's hair
About Julie's,
and about yours.
Silkians.
Yes, that's right. Our Vauxhall Cavalier at Heathrow.
Because this man has reserved an Avis car, he won't have to queue to get it. He'll go straight to the car. Hardly a giant step for mankind, but a useful one for the man who hates queues. Heathrow Bypass is unique to Avis. It's proof that we still try harder.
Here's some of the best type of coffee you can buy. These fine Arabica beans go into new, smoother Red Mountain. Unless you've tried Red Mountain recently, you won't know how much it's changed. It still has a rich, full flavor. But with more of these fine Arabica coffee beans, it's now much smoother. And it's freeze-dried for that excellent coffee taste. New, smoother Red Mountain. We think you should try it.
Saturday, wrote Mr. Kipling, and some difficulty with an apple pie. Realizing the problem would reduce with the size, I went home to create an exceedingly individual apple pie and some rather delicious alternatives. I proposed a picnic and unpacked my little surprises. Sadly, not all of the surprises were of my own making. Thank goodness we had time to eat the pies.
Where are you going?
Oh, France, Italy, Spain.
Saint-Emilion, Muscadet, Rioja, Pisporter, Frascati. All from Tesco? You have taken coals to Newcastle?
No. Just the wine.
But we have lots of wine.
Yeah. I heard Tesco were rather selective.
Hello, love.
2 shredded wheat, please.
2 shredded wheat, Reg. There you go.
Tala.
Yes, dear.
2 shredded wheat, please.
You've got a healthy appetite, ain't you? 4 shredded wheat.
No, 2's enough for me.
Reg.
Seconds are out, even for Henry and his brother George.
You know there's raisins and there's raisins, but the raisin worth the praising is the raisin that's been raised in California. Well, you take the sun all hot and blazing and turn those raisin grapes into the raisin that's been raised in California. Oh, it's the raisin that's vibrating. It's so gosh darn wholesome tasting. The handy, dandy Californian candy. It's the raisin that's the making of self-raising cakes you're baking. It's the raisin that's been raised in California. You see, a raisin ain't worth praising. We'd like to inform you if that raisin ain't been raised in California. Sun-made raisins, a raisin worth praising.
Many people now have a Flex account from Nationwide Building Society to help pay those bills. It earns interest and it makes life simpler. Our Flex account gives you many services. Freestanding orders take care of regular bills. There are free nationwide checks for those larger purchases and personal loans from Midland Bank. There's a Midland Bank Access card to get instant cash anytime and help you budget for the unexpected. The Nationwide Flex account is an amazing new way to manage your money. The freedom of complete flexibility plus full nationwide interest. Call in at your local branch and find out why.
Pick up the papers and the trash, or you don't get to spend me cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak!
Yakety yak.
Yakety yak! Yakety yak!
After 25 years in the front line of America's military establishment, General Al Haig traveled the world in a desperate mission to avert the Falklands War. How did it go wrong? In this week's Sunday Telegraph, Reagan's Secretary of State discloses the secrets behind his struggle for peace in the Falklands. Al Haig, the hawk that tried to become a Dutch. Exclusively in the Sunday Telegraph.
Dulux have perfected a completely new kind of emulsion paint for walls and ceilings, called solid emulsion. Dulux solid emulsion won't drip or run, so you end up with all the paint on the ceiling and none of the paint on yourself. To make the job even easier, it comes in its own tray, which you can reseal. Dulux solid emulsion in pure brilliant white. No runs, no drips, and definitely no mess. Solid emulsion, new from Dulux.
Do you know which is the world's best-selling electronic typewriter? That's right. Do you know that an Olivetti can center headings, embolden, reverse out, memorize pages of information, grow into a word processor, and communicate with other typewriters over thousands of miles? So the letter you type in London will type itself in New York. You didn't know all this? Well, now you know. Make sure everyone else in your company knows. Phone Olivetti on 200-0200.
First class London King's Cross.
That's £45, please, sir. American Express. Thank you.
Roger Haig here. I have an assured reservation for a double room for tonight. Would you book 2 tickets for the show at the Royal? Oh, and send some flowers to the room. Thanks. My American Express card number is 37420. Room 231?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Room service.
Roger!
Truly versatile spending power.
Isn't this lovely?
You get more than just a card with American Express. Don't leave home without us.
A perfect softness. A reliable strength. And a lasting length. All go to makeup and drinks.
If you need space to put your skills to work, the GLC lets you get started. In new and refurbished industrial premises, with well-lit and fully serviced workshops, designed for the job. The GLC lets you in places all over London, and at very reasonable rents. GLC lets, putting business back on the map. To find out more, ring 01633 3030.
For a perfect cup of filter coffee, it's not a question of how much you measure out, or for that matter, how little. It's It's purely down to individual taste. Always assuming, of course, that the taste is there in the first place. Lion's Original.
To the question, is it chicken oxo that brings out the flavour of chicken, or chicken that brings out the flavour of chicken oxo? There is no answer. One brings out the flavour of the other. It's a little like asking which came first, the chicken or the cube.
Just because you look fit outside, it doesn't follow you're fit inside. There's evidence that a lot of today's food doesn't contain enough fiber to keep our digestive systems in shape. The richest source of natural fiber is wheat bran, and Kellogg's All Bran is made with wheat bran. So why not eat yourself fitter the easy way with Kellogg's All Bran?